Hello and welcome to Learn Oracle Video Tutorials. I'm Ahmed, and in this video we'll discuss about user privileges. To allow a user to access or modify data by another user on its objects is a process that can be called authorization. In Oracle, this process is done by using what is called privileges. A privilege is a permission to, for example, select from a table, delete a row from a table, or access and modify any object's data. This type of privilege is called object privilege. These object privileges are related to a specific schema and its objects. These privileges can be granted and revoked. As we know, HR user is the owner of employees table. So if we want another user, for example, user 1 to issue select statement on employees table, we need to grant him select on employees table. Here is the syntax for this. Here you can notice a prefix is used before the table name. Since HR is the owner of employees table and we are connected to user 1, we need to provide fully qualified table name prefixing its owner. When we run this statement, Oracle says that this table does not exist. Now we go to the HR user and issue the grant statement. Now it is granted. Now again, from user 1, we try to select from employees table. And here we go. We successfully selected the records. In case we no longer want user 1 to have this privilege, we can revoke this privilege by using revoke select on employees from user 1. Now to make sure this privilege is no longer available for user 1, we again issue select statement for employees table, select star from hr.employees, and now Oracle says this table does not exist for this particular user. Roles are a good way to grant multiple privileges all at once to a user or a group of users, among other things. You can group users according to their role. Let's assume there are two groups of users. One is allowed to view and update employees table data, and the other one is allowed to view, add new employees in the table, and delete from the table. We create two roles. One is view update role, and the other is insert delete role. Create role, view update role. Create role, insert delete role. Now grant privileges to these roles. Grant select update on employees to view update role. So we have granted only select and update privileges to view update role. Grant select insert delete to insert delete role. Here again we granted only select and insert grants to this role. Now if we want to grant a group of say 10 users a right to view and update data, then instead of granting all of them these privileges one by one, we would grant the view update role. And you can imagine with hundreds of schema objects and dozens of changing user authorization requirements, roles can make things a lot easier. Now grant view update role to user 1, and we'll try to select from employees and then update data. Now we can view and update employees data. So this role works. Now revoke this role. And we'll try to view employees data again. And now we are not allowed to select from employees, and this implies we cannot update employees data either. Now grant insert delete role to user 1. Now we will insert a row. We inserted a row without a problem, so the grant of the role worked. Now we'll revoke the role. Revoke insert delete role from user 1. Now we'll try to insert the row. And now user 1 is not able to insert record in employees table, implying that role is revoked successfully. You probably noticed that we created tables, views, sequences, and even users. So what kind of privileges we need to create objects and to create users? We need system privileges to perform these kind of tasks. System and sys users have by default all system privileges since they are super users of the database. Admin privilege can give a user almost all control upon the database. It is most powerful system privilege one user can have. Other system privileges include create or create any object. And object here means tables, views, sequences, and so on. Create object privilege will allow users to create a specific object in its own schema, where create any privilege will allow it to create object anywhere in the database. We'll grant user 1 create table privilege, and we'll connect to system user to do that. Grant create table to user 1. Now connect to user 1 and let's try if user 1 can create table. We are creating a small table, and we can see that table is created without any problem.